Hey, what's up, everyone? AJ Writes Crypto here. If you are a beginner in crypto, this video is very important for you to watch. If you have been around for a while, still stick around because at the end of this video, I have two positions to show you that are going to absolutely pop off. So here's the thing. Just recently, not long ago, last week, I started my own Telegram Alpha group. If you want to get involved, send me an email at ajalphagroup@gmail.com and we will get you going on this group. We have already been winning so many trades. There's already over 60 people in the group. This thing is moving. But here's the thing. A lot of beginners have signed up for the group and a lot of beginners don't have TradingView. So when, they see my screen and it looks crazy like this means nothing to them. They have no idea what all this stuff going on in here is. Let me get a little better view here so you can see it better. They have no idea, what they're looking at here. Most people, when they get TradingView, it looks like this. It looks like this. And this is what they have, and they don't really have that much to go off of here. So I kind of want to take some time to just give a quick overview on TradingView and how to make things work, how to use tools, how to set up indicators, how to set alarms. So let's go over all that really fast. First of all, if you do not have a TradingView account and you are in crypto, perfect timing because right now on TradingView, they have over 70% off for Easter, and it is over in a couple days, I think on the 31st. I actually bought another premium account because it was only $230 and I added on. So my account doesn't expire till 2026 now. When you get these really big discounts on TradingView, go ahead and buy in. Personally, I have the premium account, because I can have all the indicators on the screen I want. I can set a lot of alarms and things. You can have a lot of charts on the tab. If you want to start with the essential or the plus, that's fine. Personally, I prefer the premium account. And right now until Easter, you can get 70% off on TradingView. This is not a paid ad. This is not a paid plug or sponsorship or anything like that. But I am saying this because if you want to take crypto seriously, you need to have a TradingView to do your charting. So most people, their charts look just like this here when you start off. But my charts, like I said, look like this. So I do want to give you a quick overview of my indicator cocktail that I use to nail all my trades. So let's start right here on this completely empty TradingView. Okay, so you're going to need a couple things. I will start off with free indicators on this because there are a lot of amazing free indicators out there that you can use to nail trades without paying top dollar for Market Cipher or High IQ or anything like that. So the first thing you're going to want to do, you're going to go right here and click indicators. You're going to want to type in RSI. I have an RSI video coming your way this week. This is a relative strength index. All right, basically it's a scale of 0 to 100, where 70 is, overbought, 30 is oversold. You can change the bands to 75 to 25. That's a personal preference for professionals. And the 50 line is, very important because, as you can see here on your chart, when it bounces off the 50 line, that's bullish continuation. And then if you go into the past here, anytime it bounces below the 50 line, like here, that's bearish continuation. And, you can also use RSIs to identify trend reversals. Like right here, you see right where the trend turned around. See how deep down it went into the RSI there? That was a perfect trend reversal. That's just a quick overview on how to use a relative strength index. Another indicator you're going to want to use is a MACD. It's a moving average convergence divergence. Okay, MACD. Let's get rid of the RSI. So this kind of works like an RSI, except it has some volume in there, and there's all these lines here. So right now, here, let me zoom out. That was the 12-minute chart we were looking at before. Let's look at a daily chart, okay? Because, the larger the time frame, the more the indication matters. Let me say that again. The larger the time frame, the more the indication matters. So what's important with the MACD is that there's two lines. There's the blue line, which is the MACD line, and then the other line, I'm colorblind, it looks red to me, is the signal line. So anytime the MACD line crosses the signal line on a larger time frame, say right here, we had a MACD cross going this way. Although the MACD is a lagging indicator, that is a very bullish signal. And say you went long based off the daily MACD cross, it would have taken you 200 days, but you would have made 76% on this trade based off of that idea. And guess what? It's a two-way street. When the signal line goes above the MACD line, when it happens the other way around, like right here, when the MACD line goes below the signal line, that you could have caught this short, right here. Okay. So, it works both ways. MACD and RSI are two amazing indicators to get started with if you do not have, the money to buy Market Cipher or High IQ. The cool thing about, Market Cipher and High IQ is that it kind of slams, like Market Cipher B here. It's like, an oscillator similar to RSI and MACD. It slams a lot of indicators together and also has, money flow like this. And, High IQ is good because if you turn on High IQ up here, it will actually give you entry and exit signals. And these do not reprint. These are actually legit. Like right here. So right here, it says enter right here. You would have made, 66% on that trade right there, just based off those ideas. I mean, these are just very brief overviews on why paid indicators are a good idea. But if you're just getting started, you don't necessarily need to start off with paid indicators. So like I said, we had our RSI. Let's bring our RSI back, our relative strength index, video on that next week. Some other free indicators you can use. This here is a visible range volume profile. So whatever you can see on your chart, the visible range of the chart, it will show you, where the volume is, where the money is. So in this case here with Bitcoin on the 2-hour chart right here, right now, this is filmed at 4:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday, March 26th. This video, a lot of you will see this video in a couple hours, but you can see that there is volume, see how there's kind of gaps in the volume, and that's why the price will fluctuate between here and there and here and there. And it fluctuates that fast because it's falling through the lower volume node to where the volume is. All right. I will make a more in detailed videos on all these indicators. I'm just giving you a quick overview right now so you know my indicator cocktail. All right. So we have a visible range volume profile. You can use a Fibonacci grid if you'd like to. It's similar to Fibonacci, but it works a little bit different. That's its own video. You can also use an Adaria-Watson envelope. It sort of looks like a Bollinger Band, but it's not a Bollinger Band. And what's cool about this, it's really good at identifying trend reversals. So basically, the price will trade inside the range of this envelope, right? But when it comes out of the envelope, it will print one of these little triangles, and that is a good idea for a reversal. See, reversal to here, we got a 10% trade, but then look, it prints another one on that side. We go short from this side, boom, and now we made 7%, and then it prints another one right here, right? It just keeps going. It keeps going forever and ever, and it is a really good reversal indicator. It is a free indicator on Lux Algo. So we have the volume profile, we have the RSI, we have the MACD, we have the Adaria-Watson envelope, and now you need EMA, the exponential moving averages. So basically, the way this works is there's a 50-day EMA, which is the red line, and a 200-day EMA, which is the white line right here. So anytime the price action is above the 50-day EMA and it keeps bouncing off of it, that is bullish continuation. Sometimes the price will lose the 50-day EMA, like right here is a good example. We lose the 50-day, we go and retest and even temporarily lost the 200 EMA, and then we will get back above it. See, EMAs are really good for long-term and short-term time frame trading, because in short-term time frames, say, right here, just let me draw this out. Here's the EMA, but the price action's all the way up here on like the 12-minute chart. That's how you can kind of tell, there's probably going to be a short here coming pretty soon, because it's always going to come back down and touch that 50-day EMA. So you'll always hear people say like a bull cross, right? Or a death cross. So a bull cross is when the 50-day EMA crosses the 200-day EMA right here. So if you just went off of bull crosses on the 6-hour chart, like we are looking at right now, I mean, look how much profits we would be in. Look at how much money you would have made if you went off just the bull cross. There you go. That's very similar idea. And here's the thing. Oh, also, this works two ways. Just like how it works bullishly, it works in the bearish case as well. The price action will trade below on the way down. It will show bearish continuation, and then you'll get, right here would be a death cross when the 50-day EMA goes below the 200-day EMA. So that's how EMAs work. It's very simple, But you kind of want to use all these ideas together. That's the thing. You never want to just trade off an EMA cross. You never just want to trade because the RSI is oversold. You want to find confluence between your indicators. You want it all to line up. You want it all to make sense. You want them all to be telling the same story. We'll get into divergences and all that another time. This is just a quick over the top rundown of the indicators I use and how they work. So some beginners that are watching this channel here, or beginners that are in the Telegram group, can understand how things work. So what about alarms? What about alarms? So let's get rid of all these indicators here and let's talk about an alarm. So alarms are an extremely useful tool that everyone needs to have figured out for their everyday trading. So right now on the 12-minute chart, starting on the 23rd, the 24th, Bitcoin has been in an uptrend. Okay, so we draw this line here, and we would touch this to this and this. So you can see, the uptrend there. And then, so that's the bottom band of the uptrend. And then you could draw this to this to this, and then you would see this. So technically right now we are in an ascending, broadening uptrend, ascending as it's going up, broadening as it's getting wider, and it's an uptrend. It's going up and to the right. So this, this is a pattern. So if you set an alarm on this level right here, you would know if Bitcoin is beginning to break down out of this uptrend. So how would we do that? So we come over here to the pointer, we'd click on this line, we'd click on it. All right. And then this little thing, this screen here pops up. You can change the color of the lines. You can change the thickness or viscosity of the lines, whatever you want to do. I like leaving white trend support resistance lines yellow or white, or then my trend lines will be yellow, whatever color they're not. You want to not have the same color for everything. You want your support resistance lines and your trend lines to be different colors. But what about the alarm? So right here, we'd click on this little clock. All right. Click on the clock, add alert. So right here, so you don't click any of this because you want the alarm to go off when it's crossing the trend line. And if you have the trigger on only once, so you'll get an email or a text message when this alarm goes off, but it will only go off one time if you have it set on only once. So you want to have it set on once per bar. So every time that price action crosses that trend line, you are getting notified, you're getting an email, you're getting a text message. You can name it, Bitcoin cross. Okay. And then click create. All right. So now I know if Bitcoin comes down here and crosses through this trend line, I will get a notification. A lot of us, a lot of people have jobs. A lot of people cannot sit around all day and stare at charts. I completely understand that. So you want to have all the alarms in the world set up. So right here, you can see that this right here is a support resistance level for Bitcoin. I mean, there's so many support resistance levels for Bitcoin. If you kind of go back in time, like this right here, look at this. All right, support resistance level. Why? We had a little touch here. We had a touch here. We had a touch here. We came through it here, and we're literally resting on it right now. This is a support resistance level for Bitcoin. So you want to identify support resistance levels. So if you lose or gain a support resistance level, you get notified on your phone. So we click on this white line, we'd click the clock, we'd click once per bar, create the alarm. So if that level gets crossed, my phone, my email will go beep, 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 and I will know what is happening. So that's how you draw trend lines. That's how you draw patterns. I mean, that is just a quick overview on TradingView. So one day when you keep watching this channel and you keep following the Telegram group, when I show you this on your screen, you will know what everything means, and you will know how all of these indicators work together for you to win trades and find that confluence. So there you go. So here are two positions I want to share with you. I will share many more positions today over at my Telegram group at ajalphagroup@gmail.com. But the first position I want to show you today is no other than Aptos. Aptos has been running up pretty hard here in the last little while. Basically, since Thursday, we've had a nice 26% pump to its current price. It actually went up 30% and since then has corrected. But look at this. Actually, this right here is a position that I called in the Telegram group based off of this lower high idea right here to go short, looking for that scalp short trade. If you went from right here to right here, about an 8.4% trade, not bad. That is making money, especially if you are trading with leverage. All right. So now, what about now? what are we going to do now? So first of all, I want to point out this is the 1 hour chart, and you see how the price has gone up from here to here. But right here, the oscillator is a little bit, this one is a little bit lower than this right here. That is that is forming a bearish divergence. So a divergence is when the price is going this way and the oscillator is going this way. Even if it's only a little bit, the oscillator is diverging away from what the price is doing. And that is an indication of a trend reversal. Not to mention right here on the 1 hour, the volume profile is below the price point. We have our little triangle on the Naderia-Watson envelope. We have a red dot on market cipher B, and the dual band strength index, another indicator on market cipher that I really like, is a 17 -5. See right here, 17 -5, where any number above a 14 is a strong degree of certainty. So, on the 1 hour chart, all signs are pointing towards an Aptos short. So let's zoom in to say, the 12-minute chart and run some diagnostics here. To be fair, it is still continuing above the EMA, has not lost the EMA yet. So if I was to go short here, where would I go short is the question. My entry would be is that if we lost the previous low. So right here was the low before this one, because, in an uptrend, we're putting in higher highs and higher lows. We're going this way. But if you put in a lower low, that is the beginning of a downtrend, right? So my entry will be at this level to go below this previous low. So what am I going to do? I'm going to make this line longer. We do not guess at AJ Writes Crypto. We react. We wait for the market to give us a signal. We wait for the market to tell us what to do. Okay, so I'm going to set this alarm right here, once per bar. And what is this price level at? This price level is at $18.37. And when the price falls to that level, I'm going to look at my phone and I'm going to consider, are we going to lose this level? Are we going to lose this level, or are we going to bounce and go off of this level? Because just the alarm going off, that's not enough. You have to use your indicators, use the volume, use your diagnostics, use what you know to determine, once that alarm goes off, are we going long or are we going short? And that is the question. Either way, if say we're going short, say the price comes down here, we're going short. I would set a very tight stop loss right around here. I will do a Phemex tutorial here in the next couple of days. I think the Phemex tutorial is going to come out Thursday. So if we're wrong and it pops back up, we only lost 1%. Okay, we're not getting liquidated. We're not losing half our bag. We're losing 1%. That's not the end of the world. Okay, so I run a really tight ship around here. I'm really big on risk management. I'm okay with rolling the dice as long as you have a tight stop loss, and that is what I would be looking for to get in this Aptos short. The next chart I'm going to talk about here is Phantom. And on the 2 hour chart for Phantom, I just want to go ahead and say, first of all, look at this low volume node. And second of all, look how far the point of control is with the visible range volume profile, where the most amount of volume is. So this line right here would be the point of control. Okay. So if you shorted from here to the point of control, that would be a 25% win. Without leverage. Okay, this is some money. And right here, I even called a short on the Telegram group right here based off this idea with the arrows and a slight divergence on the oscillator. And from here to there, we made about 15, 16% on that trade. We are scalp trading here and we are winning. I've been getting emails, messages on Twitter about how the group already paid for itself. I can pay off my car now. Thank you so much. Stuff like that. We are making a difference here, and I want to help as many people as I can. This is one of the most inexpensive Telegram groups in all of crypto Twitter, of crypto influencers. It is very inexpensive group because I actually want to help people. I want to teach you how to fish so you don't need me anymore. I want you to get to a point where you say, you know what, I actually understand this and I can go trade without anybody else's help. And that is what I am trying to do for you guys, my audience. So now we already have this idea that Phantom could be going low here, right? With the low volume node, the point of control is below the price. We're coming down on the oscillator on the 2 hour chart. But guess what? We have to do some investigating. We have to zoom in. Also on the 2 hour, notice the price has just fallen below that 50 EMA. That is something to put in mind, keep in mind as well. And also on high IQ, see this hard long exit a lot. So that's telling you, so here was the entry for the long. And this is telling you get out of the long. Well, sometimes the hard long exits, I consider those short entries, because if high IQ wants me to get out of a long, shouldn't I get into a short? Sometimes with trading, you got to read between the lines, everybody. So right here, zoom into the 12-minute chart. Don't ask why I use precisely the 12-minute chart. I just like it. I like the 12-minute chart. I've been trading off of it for years. So, this thing has already come down a little bit. We are in the red. We're kind of down. We're trending down right now. We wanted to draw this out. We're going this way. We're going this way. Here's the touch. Okay. So what we want to do is, first of all, you could go short from right here if you wanted to, but that would be kind of more of a guess. I like confirmation. I want to see if it's going to go below the previous low, very similar to the Aptos. And also if it reversed and I could go long. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set an alarm on the previous low to see if it's going to go below that, and I could go short. I'm going to click once per bar, click create. Okay. And now this trend line is very important. Okay, because if it comes up and tries to bust out of this trend line, I want to know. I want to get an email. I want to get a text message. I'm going to click this right here. I'm going to set an alarm on the upper band of this trend line and create that alarm. So there you go. We are out here winning trades. We're out here finding positions, and we're hunting for positions. So when the market gives us a chance to react, we are there to make the money. So I really hope this was an informative video for you all. If you want to join my exclusive Telegram Alpha group, send me an email at ajalphagroup@gmail.com. Like I said, we already got more than 60 people in the house, and I will be doing a lot of educational kind of how-to content for everybody who is a beginner, who is trying to catch up the speed. This was one hell of a tutorial video for everybody in the group, and for any other beginners out there in YouTube world as well. So with all that being said, I hope you have a safe rest of your day. Make sure you smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you want to join the group, send me an email at ajalphagroup@gmail.com. I'd like to thank my sponsors, Phemex, Market Cypher, High IQ, Crypto Chips, and everyone else who's helped me along the way. I really appreciate it. My name is AJ Writes Crypto. Get rich or get wrecked. Later.